I've heard it from many of you already. Adam, hey, thanks so much for doing the videos on Baltimore, but what if I don't want to live downtown in the city? What are some good areas outside of the city? Well, today we're going to debunk that. I'm going to give you 5 of my favorite spots, favorite suburbs in and around the Baltimore metro area. And if that's the info that you're looking for, some great spots to live and have some fun, stick around. We're getting after it right now. What is up, everyone? It's Adam Taylor from the Relentless Home Group with Cummings Co Realtors right here in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, if this is your first time to our channel and you're looking to learn all about life in Maryland, great news, you're in the right spot. We do videos like this all the time talking about living here, working here, chilling here, commuting, and most importantly, getting out and enjoying all the great stuff to do here in Maryland. So if that's the info that you are looking for, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It looks like the one right back there. Down below, don't forget to give the notification bell a click. That way you're alerted every time we drop a new video just like this one. Now, right now, we've got folks from all over the world reaching out to us that are looking to make a move to Maryland, and we absolutely love it. Now, if you're thinking about making a move, my team and I, hey, we would love to help you too, but we just need one thing from you, and that's for you to connect with us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or fan us down with that smoke signal. Whatever you got to do, we got your back. We're moving right here to Maryland. Well, here's what we're going to do today. We're just going to jump in, and I'm sort of going to rapid fire these places off to you because I really want you to get the information and give you some links and an opportunity to do your due diligence on the 5 areas in and around Baltimore that I think are great suburbs for you to consider if you don't like living in the city. So our first spot is going to be Monkton, Maryland. Now, Moncton is located about 25 minutes north of Baltimore, just off of Interstate 83. Now, Moncton is in what they call the Hereford zone. For those of you that have kids, the Hereford zone will be your kids', how should I say it, the greatest place to live for them. Here's why. In Moncton, or northern Baltimore County, a lot of the time the weather gets a little sketchy up there because of its proximity to the Pennsylvania line. And a lot of the bus routes are on rural roads. So therefore, if weather, visibility, those sorts of things become a little dicey, a lot of times you'll see schools delayed a little bit for folks that live in the Hereford zone or students that live in the Hereford zone, or even canceled because of fog. I've seen it even canceled. So that's one thing. You kids out there, if your parents are watching this or you're overhearing them, you want to push them to look in the Hereford zone for a home for you. But if space is what you're looking for, Moncton's going to give you the opportunity, out of the 5 that I'm going to give you here, to purchase a home with a good amount of land. Now, it will cost you, because the average sales price in Moncton per niche.com is $586,100. Quite honestly, as a real estate agent looking day to day in the area, I mean, getting close to 6 is all right, but in reality, you're probably going to be looking to spend $650 to $700 on a nice size piece of property. Now, some things that you can do in Moncton, you could visit the Ladue Topiary Gardens, which are really neat. They basically take like animals and cut bushes to look like animals, and that's just a fraction of what they do. The landscaping at the gardens is really, really nice. And in the summer times and warmer months, they actually do concerts there. It's a lot of fun to bring your lawn chairs and sit out and enjoy a nice concert. You can also, if you are really into like microbreweries, Inverness Brewing is a great spot to check out. And then one of my favorites is when you can go out to the NCR Trail and stop at the train station in Moncton, just for a quick pit stop while you're out riding your bike or doing a run. Now, the NCR Trail basically goes from roughly the Cockeysville area, Hunt Valley area, all the way up to the Pennsylvania line, which is straight north from there. And it's the old railroad tracks that the NCR Railroad used to run on. And at different points, mile markers, etc., they have spots that you can hop off, grab a bite to eat, grab some water, whatever you need. So check Moncton out. I'm telling you, you will all be impressed with it. It is a beautiful community in northern Baltimore County. So moving on, the next area I want to highlight is actually Lutherville, Maryland. Now, Lutherville sometimes is referred to Lutherville solely or Lutherville Timonium or just Timonium. So, but Lutherville is the spot that I want you all to Google or search on when looking for a home. Now, why am I recommending Lutherville? Well, Lutherville is going to be the most urban and probably the closest suburb that I'm going to recommend here to Baltimore. It's probably only a 15 to 20 minute drive to downtown. What you'll do is hop on Interstate 695, which is the Baltimore Beltway, head west over to Interstate 83 and shoot straight down 83 and you're right into downtown Baltimore. Now, the great thing about living in Lutherville, you've got good schools, reasonable home prices. The average home price in Lutherville is roughly about $375,000. Now, that'll probably get you a small single-family home, probably only like 1,100 square feet, with 3, possibly 4 bedrooms and a real small yard, or a townhome similar in size. Some of the single-family homes are going to be a little bit older, probably built in the 70s or early 80s. Things to do in Lutherville? Well, you know what? Everything's right near you. One of my favorite spots to visit in and around that area is actually Loch Raven Reservoir. If you like to fish, you like to kayak, like to run, or even mountain bike, all of that is basically right out your door or within a 5-minute drive, depending upon where you live in Lutherville. If you like to go shopping, shopping is very convenient. Grocery stores, all of your Home Depot, Lowe's, all of that stuff is right out your front door. And there's a ton of rec sports happening in and around the Lutherville area. So if convenience, good schools, reasonable home prices are a priority for you, check out Lutherville. And don't take my word for it. Hey, niche.com actually recommended and said that Lutherville was the #1 place to purchase a home in Maryland. So check that out. And we'll jump in here to the third spot. So the third spot I want to highlight today is Kingsville, Maryland. Now, why do I like Kingsville? Well, I grew up not too far from Kingsville, and I really like the community because here's what you can do in Kingsville. You feel like you're in a rural area, meaning there's not a whole lot right out your front door that you can see. However, if you get in your car and you drive 5 minutes away, you have everything that you need in communities like Perry Hall, Fallston, or Bel Air. And it's like this sweet spot that's sort of nestled in Baltimore County, and it's really small, and finding a home in there sometimes can be challenging because there aren't too many homes in Kingsville, but it's a great, great, great community. Now, like I mentioned, all that stuff, all your modern conveniences are right out your front door. It's got that rural feel with the suburbs and everything close by. Kingsville feeds into most of it, for that matter, is located in Baltimore County. So traditionally, folks are going to go to, or students, I should say, are going to go to probably Perry Hall Elementary, Kingsville Elementary, Perry Hall Middle and High School, and Kingsville Elementary. Now, St. Stephen's, which is a private school, as well as St. Paul's, are both located in Kingsville as well. So those are alternative options if the public school system is not for you. Now, Kingsville is going to give you the closest proximity to Interstate 95 out of all of the communities that I'm highlighting here today. It's only probably a 5 to 10 minute drive right out your front door to hop on 95. In addition to that, what else is Kingsville going to give you? It's going to give you some great stuff to do outdoors because of its proximity to Gunpowder State Park. Now, what's really neat, Gunpowder State Park basically follows all along the Gunpowder River. And in Kingsville, you're coming down to pretty much near the end of the park. But it's very heavily wooded. You've got lots of trails that you can get on. And most importantly, if you like photography, you'll love Jerusalem Mill. Now, Jerusalem Mill is a spot where many photographers take like family photos. The famous Jerusalem Mill barn that appears in a lot of photos is a backdrop for many of these family photos. So again, Kingsville is a great spot, roughly Home prices, you're probably looking 400 plus in Kingsville. You're not going to find any you're not going to find any townhomes or condominiums in Kingsville, but you will find good sized single family homes that were built probably back in the 60s through the 90s is when the majority of the construction happened in Kingsville. So the homes are going to be very, very well made. So my friends, check out Kingsville. The zip code 87. So we jumped in and I've given you 3 of my favorite communities. Before I get to the next 2, look, if this information is hitting the spot, this is what you're looking for about learning, what life is like here in Maryland. If you would, please consider hitting the subscribe button, just like the one right over my shoulder here, because what that's going to do, it's going to help not only you get this content, but it's going to help folks that are just like you in this similar spot who are looking to make a move to Maryland that want to live in a great suburb. They're going to also see this information as well. So please consider hitting the subscribe button. And just so you don't miss another video that we drop, make sure you hit the notifications bell. Now, I also want to invite you to comment down below. What's a community that you're interested in and you want to learn more about? Drop it in the comments below. I'll do my best to reach out to you here and get you the information that you need. So number 2 on my list is Phoenix, Maryland. Now, why do I like Phoenix? Well, it's really a great suburban feel, meaning you're going to get that typical colonial house that has 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3 full baths, 2-car garage. It's like the subdivision community. The price point in Phoenix, it's a little pricey. I'm not going to kid you. You're probably looking $700K plus for something that you really want, but you're going to have the conveniences that Phoenix offers. You're real close to Hunt Valley, which gives you access to the light rail train system that goes straight into downtown if you wanted to go to an Orioles or Ravens game in Hunt Valley. You have Wegmans grocery store that's located in Hunt Valley. And again, I'm talking 5 minutes out your door and boom, you're at the Wegmans. Everything along York Road. Now, York Road sort of runs parallel with Interstate 83. And that's where your restaurants, your shopping, it's just the main corridor where a lot of businesses are located. And you have very good in close proximity to that, so that you can get around and get everything done that you need to do. In addition to that, really good schools. Again, check out Baltimore County Public Schools website to learn more about the schools in Phoenix. Now, if you don't want to go in and deal with, quite honestly, a little bit of traffic on York Road, that's good. Don't sweat it. You can head over to Jacksonville, which is directly east of Phoenix, and go to the area they call Four Corners. You can hit up the ShopRite grocery store right there. You can get some pizza across the street at a couple of the pizza shops. You can even hit the gym right over there. And friends, I encourage you, really, if that traditional family style home is something that you're looking for in a subdivision, etc., Phoenix is a spot that you really should check out. So the final community I want to highlight here today, in number 1 on my list, is Fallston, Maryland. Now, Fallston is located in Harford County, about a 35-minute drive up Interstate 95 as you head out of Maryland going towards New York. And really why Fallston is number 1 is because it takes the best of the 4 previous communities that I've given you and condenses it all into one spot. And what I mean by that, you can get the space that you're looking for, say in Moncton, you can get it in Fallston. If you want a couple acres of land and put a very large size home on it, you can find it in Fallston. If you're after really good schools, Fallston schools are very, very highly rated and probably the top rated in the county, Harford County that is. So make sure you check out Harford County Public Schools to get some more information on the school system. So in Fallston, you'll have Fallston Middle and High School, as well as Youth Benefit Elementary or Red Pump Elementary. And that should give you all the school info that you need. But Fallston also provides convenient access to get down into the city if you need to get down to the city for work. So you just shoot straight down Route 152, pick up Interstate 95, and boom, you're into the city within about 30 minutes. They've got a ton of rec sports for kids to play, and you're seeing a lot of development in Fallston happening along the Bel Air Road corridor. You've got new gyms going in. They recently put in a movie theater within the last 5 years. You've got restaurants coming into the community. I mean, so much growth is happening in Fallston right now, and it's very convenient to get to places like Bordy Vineyards that I just previously mentioned. Or if you want to get out to Gunpowder State Park, you can pick up a spot in the Fallston area right off of Bel Air Road. If you like golf, there's golf right nearby. You have a driving range right in Fallston. So I can go on and on about it, but my friends, I encourage you to check out Fallston. Average price in Fallston, right now is about $425,000. Now, I do think that's pretty low. And that's probably just an entry-level home that you'll get for $425,000. In reality, I would anticipate budgeting probably $550,000 or more when looking to purchase a home in Fallston. But if you think about it, the previous 4 spots that I've given you have all been in Baltimore County. Now, Kingsville, a sliver of it, is also in Harford County. But you're going to get more bang for your buck as far as your purchasing power goes by checking out homes in Fallston. So, my friends, those are 5 of my favorite suburbs in and around the Baltimore metro area. If a move to Maryland is in your near future, as I've mentioned before, my team and I, we would love to help you out in that transition. But we just need one thing from you. We need you to raise your hand and reach out to us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or fan us down with a smoke signal. Whatever you need to do. Look, my team and I, we've got your back here when moving to Maryland. From Baltimore down the bay to the beaches in Ocean City, we got you covered. Till the next video, I will catch you later.